All right, before we lay out a board, we need some part, create a symbol and to create a footprint. So I'm going to be using these chips that were supplied, these DD700s, and you put in a 4-bit word, and then it outputs the 7 segments with current sources. I couldn't find anywhere whether the current programming resistor that hangs off of pin 3 should be going to ground or should be going to plus VCC. So I'm just going to do it both ways, and we'll figure it out when we get it. The other thing we have to do is, let's see here. If I can zoom in on this. Yeah, here we go. I need to create a footprint for this thing. Yeah. Now look at these dimensions. These are the bizarro dimensions, right? There's no grid on this thing. So I'm just going to have to type in every single number, and this thing's just kind of crazy. So let's go over to KiCad. All right, let's go to the symbol editor. I'll show you, I've already done the work. I'm going to show you the part that I created here. Let's see here, IMSAI. It is this one. All right, so it is a 7-segment display with a decimal place. And so there's 9 pins, 8 for the segments and 1 for the anode. Now, it's a 3-digit display. So if you go to, preferences. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how you get to it. Right here, you can see that I have unit A, unit B, and unit C. So it's 3 parts of the same thing. And you do that somewhere. Symbol properties probably in there. Here we go. Right here, if you can see my cursor. Number of units, you put in 3. So I have 3 units, which means we have these 3 different parts. And once you put in the number 3 here, then you're going to have this drop-down menu, and you get to edit each one individually. You create 3 different things. So let me show you how that works. And once you're in, I'll go over to the bare section here. Once you're in your drawing a schematic, and say insert, which is the A button, and then you go to this part, and then you say OK, and it comes in, and it has the A version. It has unit 1, and then it turns into unit 2, and then it turns into unit 3, and then if you did it again, you'd start with A, B, and C, right? Or 1, 2, and 3. So that's the way it works. All right. So you'll see this very common, like in a dual op amp or a quad op amp. It'll be individual little units. Anyway, so I created these individual units, which are U3, U4, U5. Those are our parts for the DD700, and then the 3 unit part that I just showed you is U1A, U1B, and U1C. So that's the 3 parts there. So each chip's going to drive, sorry, I'm moving in and out too fast. Each part's going to drive the segments. Anodes are all tied together. Like I said, the current programming pin 3, I don't know whether you're supposed to pull it high or pull it low, so I'm just going to put in 2 locations, and I'll figure out which one I need. And then I'm going to be using a little ATtiny 814, one of my favorite parts. And I'm going to need more I/O pins. So I'm going to be using the 74HE595, so shift registers. So I get 16 bits of data. I only need 12 bits, but there you go. I'm going to be doing it that way. And what else do I need? Need some bypassing caps, some connectors, 1 connector for programming, 1 connector for VCC, and 1 program. This is VCC, and then 1 program for the high voltage anode. I'm not going to put the high voltage on this board. This is just a test board. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. zoomed objects, yeah. So I hope that all makes sense. And then let's go to the PC board. All right, let's turn off the fill. And so it's going to have the display here on the bottom with all those funny things. I didn't show that. We'll go back. I'll show you creating that part. And I've got the 3 drive, and then I've got the 2 shift registers on top, and over here in the corner, I've got the little microprocessor and its programming pin. So yeah, that's all there is to that. I did put in a ground plane up here because this is all high voltage. I just kind of avoided it. So I have a ground plane up here, but not down here. Let's do a view 3D. Kind of weird. I'm using, just loaded down the KiCad 9. That's a little bit different. Yeah, so that's what's going to be going on there. All right. So I think this is ready to go. I need to put some more graphics on it, but let's go back out of here. Start changes. So I talked about needing to put in this footprint, and we will do that in the footprint editor. And go here to IMSAI guy footprints. This one. There we go. So yeah, there we go. A whole bunch of holes and pins A, B, and C's. And then what I had to do was for each hole, I had to double click it. And then the position X and position Y are numbers off of that data sheet, and I had to type them in. And so all of the pins should be in the correct locations. I did measure the diameter of that socket, and these holes are big enough to fit that. The holes are 38 thousandths of an inch. So that should be a good size for those socket pins. All right. So there you go. We should, in a little while, finish up this drawing and get it out to be made. And then we'll have a PC board with custom parts on it.